The band Twin Atlantic, famous for the lead singer's Scottish accent, rocked to the charts last summer with the single Make a Beast of Myself. Despite the band's newfound fame, they don't plan on sitting idle and hope to have another summer of success at T in the Park and Belladrum. Lead guitarist Barry McKenna talks about Twin Atlantic's rise to fame and how the band started from the very beginning.
We all played in various different bands around Glasgow, and the Glasgow music community is quite close knit, I guess. And there was 3 bands, and we all went on tour together. But we all hit off with one another better than we did with the guys who were in our own band. We kind of all wanted to get taking it more seriously a shot, because the bands that we played in were all it was kind of like one practice a week, one gig a month. We played to a lot of our pals and family come along, and we thought that we could take it a bit more seriously and see how far we can take it. So that was the start of Twin Atlantic. We were playing a lot around in Glasgow, and we were starting to play bigger venues in Glasgow, and we played a gig at King Tut's in Glasgow, and the first time we played King Tut's we were like, we've made it, because we went to see so many of our favourite bands play King Tut's over the years. And then after that we got advice from somebody who was like, well, it's all good and well having people come to you in your hometown, but most bands can travel all different places and have people come to see them, so it makes sense early on to go and travel to different places and make new fans elsewhere. So we decided, I can't remember how it came about, we decided for a gig in Inverness. We got a contact for this place called the Market Bar, and we turned up, and it sounds cliched, but we literally played to a man and a dog. There was two barmaids who were in, well, one manager and a barmaid, and there was a guy in with his dog at the pub who, again, it was one of these, didn't even know there was a gig on, and that's all we played to. We had a guy who was like our tech, he used to help us set up equipment and stuff, so that night we played to like 3 people. And eventually we ended up playing, after many times going back to Inverness and again, we managed to eventually play the Ironworks. But I guess a lot of bands have to do that. They play what a lot of bands call the toilet circuit, which isn't very complimentary to the smaller venues, but you do have to go and play to 3 people, and then the next time you go back, hopefully there'll be 10 people, and then the next time you go back, hopefully there'll be 20 or 30, and you just kind of, unless you're fortunate enough to get a one-hit wonder on the radio and thousands of people come to you instantly, that there's like very few and far between stories in the music industry of people who manage that. So the only other way is through just hard graft and just willing to put the hours in, you know. We've had a combination of like insane hard work and good fortune. It's where we are kind of all workaholics and perfectionists, and we'll kind of work 7 days a week, all day if necessary, to kind of get where we want to be, but at the same time we've had like a few right places at the right times, and we've got to play big festivals all over the world and kind of make fans and play our own shows in venues that we never thought we'd play in, so we've been dead lucky. Glasgow's always going to be our home regardless of where we are, and all our friends and family here, we grew up here. This is like what, you know, Glasgow's and the surrounding areas kind of what shaped us into who we are as people and who we are as a band, so it's always nice to come home.